Hello, subscribers. It's been a while since I've given an update on various things I've been working on and doing for the gaming community. So I wanted to do that. So I have three main topics to talk about tonight. One is I have completed my DeForte Wizardry tool to transfer characters from the Wizardry 6 remaster that I did, which is, of course, I had created the entire Wizardry 6 Bane of the Cosmic Forge completely from scratch in the Wizardry 7 engine. So this tool allows you to transfer your characters from that mod. So basically, if you download the Wizardry 7 Rebalance mod that I've created, in the subfolder called Tools, you'll find the DeForte Wizardry tool. If you run that, you can just simply have the default transfer from Wizardry 6 Remaster to DeForte's Wizardry 7 mods. And all you have to do is select your save game file, which will be in your remaster folder. It can be any save game file. You didn't have to complete the game. For example, I could just pick this one here, say open, and you'll see it was processed as long as you chose the right file. Usually they end with DBS. And then you simply click the save button below, and you will choose your Dark Savant folder like this. It's going to create a file called pcfile.dbs, which already should exist. That's basically your character roster. So you say yes, it'll replace it. And I can show you real quick that the characters should have transferred. Let's bring up a DOS box. Put it over here on the monitor. Game loaded. And what'll happen is this is a full party transfer. So you'll have the exact levels you had, your hit points, everything's exactly the way it was in the game, all the items. So it's much more powerful transfer than the original transfer where it lowered your level and you lost a bunch of items and stuff. So all you do is go to add character and you can see all the characters that I add will be here. I'll just add a few just so we can review them. So if we review Rig here, you can see he's level 14. He has all of his spells that he would normally have. He has all of his items exactly the way it was, including statuses. So if your character was stoned or dead, he's going to transfer stoned or dead. So that's the first topic I wanted to explain. You can download, of course, any of the mods over on my Discord channel. The second topic is I have created spreadsheets of all the items and spells for my mods. So far, I've done it for the Wizardry 7 balance mod, but I plan to do the same thing for all the other mods I've created. I'm almost done with the Wizardry 6 remastered mod spreadsheet, but down here you can see a list of tabs where you can see all the information. I've separated out weapons, armor, miscellaneous items, and spells. So of course, if you use Excel or LibreOffice or whatever, you can sort this list. I generally have it sorted by category. So you can see all these missiles are first and then extended weapons. Gives all the details about them. So you can find out how much they normally cost, armor class, damage, all kinds of information. So hopefully that'll be helpful for those wanting to use the mods and they're just curious as to what was added. I have not distinguished in the spreadsheet original items from new ones I've added, so you will have to figure that out yourself. If you're familiar with the Wizardry games, it'll probably be pretty easy for you to identify that. But that was the second topic. Finally, the third topic is an update on my game Fortaeverse. So I will be talking about some testing that recently took place with my friend Christopher Robin. He has helped me tremendously over the past few years with some testing. He's been by far my #1 tester and has contributed the most testing wise. So I wanted to give a shout out to him. So I will be merging a video of some of the testing as we did that. To the end of this video, I'm going to clean it up because there was some dead time in it. But before I do that, I wanted to talk about a few things that I've added or merged into the game. So some of you will know that I added in an arena a while back, and basically allows you to fight battles and test out the whole combat system and everything. And it's been pretty hard, so I actually made the easy mode a little bit easier. It'll actually be quite a bit easier, but I'll show some of the other things I've done here. I recently added in a quick way to get into the Springfield Inn. So by selecting that in a drop-down list, we can specify which party. And what happens is for every second that passes in the inn, it ages the character an hour. So 1 second is 1 hour, and it's a great way to heal your characters super quickly, as long as they're not comatose or dead. Like this one's comatose, so he's pretty much toast. But it's a good way to recover from injuries and conditions that will wear off in the arena. But the longer, like I said, the longer you stay in here, you're aging your characters, so you don't want to stay in here too long. But simply exit the inn, and that artificial aging process stops, and you're logged out. And I believe I've shown the shop before,
Hey,
but
everybody, look!
what I did do was make it where the items that are generated in here are visible on the website. So you can actually see on the website the in-game shop items, and they are updated frequently. The game will swap out some of the items, put some new ones in, but you can, obviously just look through all the items. The filter that I added for dialogues works within any of these menus. So here, for example, I typed the word noise. So any item in the shop that had the word noise in it is displayed. Everything else gets filtered out. Let's say you're looking for healing. I typed in healing, and you can see it filtered it down to these items. Maybe you're looking for scrolls. Let's see if we have any. Looks like there's 3 scrolls in here. So trying to make the user interface very user friendly for power users that get used to the game. So there's been other things I've added, but I won't go into that right now. I'm gonna, like I said, flip over to some of our testing results, trimming out some of the idle time. So real quick, I'm gonna give a reminder on the feature I added where we can do co-op play, I'm calling it, with your friends. So basically you can set up settings, and this applies to the arena as well, where you can have friends help you fight in the arena, besides the normal game as I continue to work on the normal game. So under your friend settings, you can add, remove, or maintain friends. You have to know the player's name. But here you can see I've added in 5 friends that then I can maintain their abilities. So what happens is a pop-up appears that shows all the different options to give control at a very granular level. Here you can see I gave Christopher control of party member number 2, and this is what our tests were for. We did find some bugs. I've already got those fixed, but controlling specific party members. Here I allowed full control of the party members that he does have access to. And then in order to do the co-op play, you have to allow party observation. Otherwise, the player won't see your party in game when you're logged in. But the way it works is, let's say I've shared these permissions with the Daryl party. Christopher, when he logs in, he will see my party and he'll have the word observe next to it. So that's essentially the way for him to jump into the game as though he was playing the party at the same time I was. And he would control his actions with this second character right here. As far as the actual testing goes, it's things went smoothly as far as the fights and everything. The issue we ran into was he could not perform any of the actions, even though it looked like it was going to happen. it would never actually do the actions. So like I said, that's been fixed. And we were still able to test because what I did was I gave him full party control. So then he could control any party members he wanted, and it worked fine. So without further ado, let's show some of the results for that. Hello subscribers, I'm going to be doing some Fortaeverse testing tonight with my friend Christopher Robin. He has agreed to do some testing, and so I'm going to probably be uploading this to YouTube later. Christopher's been helping me for a long time with testing off and on, and we're going to be doing co-op arena play. So I've created a party and I'm going to log into the arena. He's going to log in and observe my party, and he'll control one of the characters, which is a dwarf, since dwarves are his favorite race, or seemingly. Okay, he says he's ready. Here we go. So we'll see if he shows up in a second here. Then I'll see, I should start witnessing some sounds and some text if he starts to control the Christopher character over here on the right. So we have roughly 300 seconds to make our decisions before the first round begins.
All right.
Yep, Christopher clicked on his character.
Hi there.
Okay, so he can set his actions, and I'm going to turn on computer control for all the characters, probably except maybe the priest. Let me see here. I'm going to enable it on this one.
I guess.
There it is. On Ron the priest.
Why did you bring me back? I was looking forward to learning the secrets of the universe.
Okay.
Of course.
Let's see. We're going to attack Bugbear Pirate.
Of course.
Sure.
I guess.
Ron's sleeping. Okay. We died.